That was Inception. How are we doing? How is this working?
I don't think.
How is it not? Oh man. Jesus.
I'm gonna go live
How do I?
to clean the house.
Oh,
And I'm
boy.
just gonna hope that people will entertain me while I clean the house. Can that be a thing?
Yeah. What's up? 4 people are watching.
All right,
We're there. We're watching. You're watching me try to figure out how to share this to my Facebook. That's what you're watching. Because I can't. Oh man, we need a secretary.
I think they're called interns. And somebody could get college credit for it.
Really?
Maybe, if you set it up.
Why is
I don't know. I said that with confidence, and then you called me on it, and then I was like, I don't really know.
I mean, I don't know how things work. Why won't it let me tell you?
I think it's a thing. You can be a personal assistant for somebody.
Do you care if you're tagged on my Facebook fan page?
I don't care.
Okay. Because you're not.
I don't need to be. All right. Anyone watching us from outside? People are always like, I don't know, when people watch stuff outside or out of their house, like watch lives, I think it's cool. But you thought I was weird when I was calling Wes Ford out.
When what?
Like, I thought Wes was watching it live from a bar because he had posted.
Oh,
it
yeah.
at a bar. I'm like, that's so cool. Are you watching this at a bar? I think it's awesome to watch stuff anywhere. I don't know. I guess I still think that the fact that you can carry a TV around in your pocket is amazing. All right.
I accidentally shared this twice.
Oh man, Jeff's having problems today.
Yeah,
He's here, I swear.
every time it's issues. Because you have to post it first before I can share it. So then once you post it, then it's like, hey, we're here, and then I gotta be like, no, not yet. And then I gotta. What do other people do? I think other people just say, oh, we're just gonna wait for more people to join. I think that's what some people say.
Yeah.
I see some people go live and they just have the confidence. Oh shit, I'm not even live on my Instagram.
Oh, I was wondering why nobody was talking to me.
Yeah, some people.
Big Poppy 420 said, ate a real burger for you today.
That's what's up, man. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, so far.
Oh man.
Wait, I gotta sing. All right, I gotta wash my hands and sing. Hungry as a horse.
Oh man, I'm not doing a good job. I'm not doing a good job on this, guys. This is not. How do I just erase this whole thing? Oh man, this is just gonna be me editing a video for the whole time. Why can't I just edit the whole thing?
Thank you.
We're ending it. It's easier.
Right. So today, I'm just going to talk to my people.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we are, as always, live on the Planet Ant Network. Planet Ant is a black box theater in Hamtramck, Michigan. And, wow, I don't know. Jeff's having so many issues.
It doesn't have an option.
And we're live on their network. And they're a nonprofit, so if you want to ever, sorry, fixing my hair. If you want to ever help Planet Ant stay alive, go to planetant.com and donate money. And they have a lot of live shows and podcasts, and we have a podcast as well.
Nancy.
Called We're Freaking Out, so we have a new episode of that coming out very soon. So anyway, today we're making, where are they? Oh yeah, they're not frozen, they're refrigerated.
Here we go.
Today we're making 4th of July burgers, but they're called 4th of July burgers. We've tried, I don't know how many different fake meat burger things. We tried, I've had Impossible at a restaurant, and it's so good, but I've also heard evil things about Impossible. Like I've heard
evil? Like it's made with double the cow?
Yeah, like like before you get it, they feed it to a rat to see if the rat dies, and then Jesus, I don't know. I've heard horrible things about Impossible.
This isn't made from animals. We just punch a cow for no reason before we.
And then Beyond, to me, I don't love Beyond. It's all right when it's in a restaurant, but I thought Jeff's shirt was just dirty for a second before realizing it was cats. That's what Joe Awesome said.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go, Joe.
It's cats. It's a subtle cat. That's what his subtle one. It's his fancy cat shirt.
It's yeah.
If he wants to dress up.
I don't want to dress up, and I don't want to be too like aggressive, you know.
He had an audition where they said, "Wear something that shows who you are."
It was an email, but
you.
But
you
that's
know
the
that
voice.
was their voice. You know that was their fucking voice. And I was like, you got to wear subtle cats. That's what reflects you in these times. In these times, sit somewhere in your apartment that reflects you.
yeah, I had to talk about it.
And then say why.
I had to talk about why I chose that area, and apparently, I don't think I was supposed to say because I live in a small. Like, what do you mean? Because I don't have 30 rooms in this place. This was the only.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
This was a place for me to sit.
If I was starting a fake meat company now, I'd call it Not Meat and be done with it. Yep,
Not
Joe?
me. Not me.
They all have a name. They'll have a weird name now.
Nobody. You'd think that would be the first name taken.
Yeah.
It's just waiting. It's what Joe said
It's
that.
like Not Dogs or something. Yeah. They're like Impossible started with Impossible, so now they all have names like that. And that means they're the weird, expensive burger knockoff of Impossible. Like there's Beyond. There's Awesome Burgers. Awesome Burgers are our favorite. Those are the ones that are like the standard. And so now I'm comparing everything to Awesome Burgers.
Everything is compared to Awesome Burgers.
Life makes Awesome Burgers.
Joe Awesome Burgers.
Yeah, Joe Awesome Burgers. That's really what you should have done, but they took the name. So what are you gonna do? So now today we're trying.
What was that?
Oh God.
What are we trying?
This is that part in the sitcom where I say like, "I love you," and it's just like that goes on instead.
And then when I'm done, it's just
Like, what did you say? I no longer have the guts to say what I just said while the loud thing happened.
yeah. That's a classic. That's a classic TV moment. Oh, oops.
What did you do? You put the coffee in the wrong one. Oh
yeah.
well.
So this is a mix.
So anyway.
Yeah, you got.
So this is Emerge, which is Kroger brand. Simple truth. So really, this is a taste test more than it is doing anything innovative. Because I feel like I always have to make them the exact same way, pretty much.
Are we going for innovative? Did we ever claim to be innovative?
I think we're innovative. We doctor stuff.
Well, you're apologizing for not being innovative.
We're not innovative today.
I didn't even know that was like.
Some days we're innovative.
Some days we're more innovative than others.
Some days I think we're
Joe Awesome
innovative.
Burgers. I'm on it. Yeah, that's true. You could just put
Joe
the word
Awesome
Joe in
Burgers.
front.
Well, you could spell awesome differently, so life
Yeah.
doesn't come after you.
Or what did you just call it? One word.
Jawsome?
Joe Awesome.
Joe Awesome. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't need
I'm trying to find loopholes in the system for him to not get
Alright.
sued.
It claims it grills like beef. It's free from.
Just says free from.
It just says free from. What the fuck? What's it free from? Meat, I hope. But we never can be sure. Anyhow, this one is made from peas. Yeah, this is
With a
like,
question mark? Was it made with peas from a with a question mark?
Yeah, this one's peas, so this is like Beyond. Impossible's made from soy.
Mm.
But I thought the Awesome Burger was also made from peas. We tried Trader Joe's fake Impossible Burger, and it was gross. It tasted like
What was it?
gross. It was like if soy sauce was a gum. That's what I feel like.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It
All right.
wasn't
Wait,
that bad.
I need that because I don't know how to do this.
Man, you yelled at me for not picking up trash.
I don't yell at you for not picking up trash. You just made that up.
I don't think you don't like
All
yell
right.
at me,
And
but
you know what else happened?
you remind me
I
that
have
I love
tater.
trash.
I have tater crowns.
Oh man,
Why?
I thought we've never had. This is a first
Never bought this
purchase.
in my life.
She's never had. I've never seen a tater in our household.
We're not a tater house.
We're not a tater house. I mean, I like taters. I'm not anti-taters. I just forget that taters exist. And then she ran.
99 cent store.
I just thought I was looking at the wrong cart. And I was like, am I pushing the right cart? Because there's taters in this cart.
99 cents. No, you weren't even there. I came home with this shit alone.
Nope, I was there.
You were there?
I was there. I met you.
No way. Oh,
we don't
okay,
got to
maybe
work
you
out
did.
the tiny details.
All right. 3 to 400. Uh-oh. This is going to take a long time.
Beat B. Beat B, they say. Planet Ant said beat B.
Not Planet Ant.
Huh?
Croissant 23 said beat B.
Yeah, it just said the Planet Ant.
Oh,
Just
okay.
called everybody
The Planet Ant.
Yeah.
people. They
Tater
call me
hater.
Planet
I'm
Ant.
not a tater. Tater
Oh,
hater.
wow. Now you got a reputation.
Now I got a reputation of being a tater
Sounds
hater.
like a house of tater haters. But, oh wait, my new corn dog brand, Hidden Meat. I like it. I like it. All right. Oh no!
What?
The taters have a Bible verse on them. Oh, god damn it!
I thought they were gonna be not vegan or something. I thought, what the fuck
No,
are you complaining about?
I didn't want religious taters. Motherfucker.
You think they're gonna taste different?
Well, my essential oil's religious, so I guess I should.
Are you worried that they're gonna taste different? Because somebody
It's a
loved
good-
Jesus, made them.
It's a good one, I guess. Wait a second. Oh no, they expired. Okay, they expired in 2022.
No, they can't expire. Jesus made them.
Okay, so Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Fine.
No, like these tater tots.
Yeah, and now also eat these potatoes. What are they called? They're called TJ Farms. They just threw a verse in there.
Look,
Fine. Spread single layer on baking sheet. Bake for 20 minutes. And we're not innovative today. We're making frozen shit. I have to make my burger exactly like I made all the other ones so that I can compare the taste, or else there might be a variable.
you definitely can't. Have you put hot sauce on the other ones?
No,
All right, so you definitely can't go hot sauce because then you might just like hot sauce.
I made
But you could.
all the other ones like Whoppers, because Whopper is my default love of hamburgers.
I don't think I've ever had a real Whopper.
Wow.
I don't know.
Ephesians is one of the fake ones too. What?
One of the fake ones?
I didn't know that. So
Wait.
it was like added later?
I don't want this to be too hateful of them.
Is
We're
this
going
the
in a weird
remix?
direction because I was like, define fake one? When you say fake ones,
No, because there were.
what are the not fake ones?
Well, the not fake ones are definitely the Old Testament. That was there way before. But that's where Judaism is based on.
Sure. I mean, way before story told 1,000 years
Before
after.
Christ.
Sure.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
All right.
Okay, he found some things on a hill, some pellets,
New
some
Testament.
words on
Somebody
it.
commented.
Yeah, New Testament. But let's see.
It's food.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
religious people make my food. I don't care, man.
Part
If
of
it tastes
the-
good, I'm gonna eat your food.
Part of the Paul's exhortations. I mean, like after the fact. Oh, like after. Well, anyway, it wasn't one of the bad ones. It didn't say
The
like
99-cent store.
crucify people for their
It wasn't.
lifestyle.
It wasn't one of like the. It wasn't one of like the verses in the Bible like condoning slavery. So I guess.
Hey, son. I mean, I don't hate religious people. Some of my good friends are religious.
Sounds insensitive.
I know,
But I know
it sounds
that it's
awful.
real. I know that it's real. I have religious friends too. I used to be religious.
Me too.
We don't got to go into that. That's going to be a whole different type of discussion. So our coffee machine is broken
I think
and
you.
sucks.
So I should just put this with no foil and just.
It's
put
not
it on?
Deuteronomy. It says some all right stuff. Hold on.
No, what's the
Hold
bad
on.
one? Leviticus is
Oh.
the bad one.
Yeah, Leviticus. When you say bad, Leviticus is like it's
The
just-
worst
It's
one.
like it was like they were playing Mad Gab, and they were just they just
You mean Mad Libs?
Mad Libs, Mad Gab. There's a lot of Mads. They were just maybe Mad Libs.
Mad
is what I was
TV.
going for. But yeah, it was like Mad Libs. I feel like Leviticus, where they were just like, "What else can be a sin? Did you get your hair cut? It's a sin." And they just wrote it down, and then
wearing brown after
wearing
Labor
brown.
Day.
Yeah, I feel
it's
like
a sin.
I feel like some of it was just personal attacks on people that they. It was like I feel like Leviticus was like a diss record for some people. He just didn't like Julie. And then there would be-
things like Sue. It's a sin.
It's a sin. I went with Julie, knowing that there wasn't anybody in that time named Julie. But then I felt like it would be more racist to just make up a name that would be more accurate. So it put me in a weird position.
Bible times?
Yeah, I wanted to do a side character.
Oh wait, you left this. Oh no, you didn't.
Trying to. The coffee's broken.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I know the coffee's broken. Yeah, I was trying to think of what a fake Bible name would be.
But given the, you see, because are we even believing the names? I mean, because it's obviously not.
Esau? I think Esau was one of them. So
Esau?
I just put a slaw on it.
I believe that.
That goes in the trash.
More than Peter.
Trash.
It's frozen.
Trash.
Man, why do we even sweep one here if we can't pick tater
When was the
tots
last
off the
time
ground?
you swept?
And that's you're changing the subject.
That's a subject. Trash. We're gonna. Oh man. Yeah. See how this broken coffee? This is one cup, and this is another cup.
Yeah.
So it's sad. I'm
supposed to
gonna
make
steal
one.
some of your coffee.
When Kevin Hart putting you up in a nice house. Oh man, Kevin Hart probably doesn't even know I exist. He.
No, Kevin Hart knows you exist because his niece, his
Oh, God.
10-year-old
My
niece,
niece.
tagged Kevin Hart on TikTok and said, "You know my uncle."
Said, you know my uncle. Yeah, that's what my niece did. My niece Michaela went on Kevin Hart's TikTok and like on several different videos just commented and said, "You know my uncle," and tagged me like Kevin was gonna really go. Like he even manages his own social media.
He has to manage his TikTok. He's on there dancing. I think his kids do it.
Think his kids do it?
All right.
Rachel, Karen. Yeah, all right, Joe. You understood what I was going for. It's. I was trying to figure. I was like, but I was.
Rachel's in the Bible.
I know. But I just.
Not?
This is.
Karen's not.
Well, this is what I mean is that it's like we know that. Why are they all these white names? So what were the real names? We're going with Bible names versus we know that they're made up names.
Oh.
We can't say that nobody in the Bible was white, but they all had white girl names. What do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering we just came up with some new characters just to put names to the people, but it's like.
All right.
What are we reading?
4
You gonna read for the rest of
per
class?
side.
Did you mix these coffees?
I
I did 2 different kinds.
Oh, well, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Is there one you claimed?
No.
All right. Did we cover this last episode that my mom sent me this? You can't read it? And it says, I don't eat anything that shits. I just got this in the mail.
Oh, we have a fruit fly infestation.
Infestation?
You left them hanging. Oh, why did you do this to me? All right. Apparently, we have a fruit fly infestation. If someone wants to help me with that, that'd be cool. Just, comment what I should do. Because I got an infestation.
I got to look at patron names, so at some point I can thank them.
Okay. Bake for 20 minutes. Turn Crohn's over halfway through. Okay. So I'm going 10 minutes in. So these guys, see, I feel like we should doctor them. Shouldn't we doctor those? Or we doctor them after the fact? We should season them so they'll be seasoned tots.
Yeah, I'm all down for some seasoned tots.
All right. So let's.
What are we season them beforehand?
Let's do it.
What are we seasoning these tots with, Mike Ward?
Everyday seasoning.
And Mr. Purdy?
Everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's.
Everyday seasoning?
Yes. Everyday seasoning. And, uh-oh, I just lost the top of this. All right.
Do we need the top? What's the top for?
I like tops.
What's the top of the spice?
Keeps dust out.
Keeps
out the fruit fly infestation. 4S seasoning.
4S is a Penzi spice. We're a big Penzi household.
We're a Penzi house. We're trying to get sponsored by the 99-cent store. We're trying to get sponsored by Penzi. trying to get sponsored by Trader Joe's. That's what you're brought to you by.
Brought to you by Cat Shirts.
By honorary mentions.
Honorary mentions.
That's Johanna. I'll never say her last name.
That's why you just say her first name.
Johanna.
You just say Joanna.
Connor.
If you don't know how to pronounce somebody's last name, you just confidently say their first name like they don't even have a last name.
I'll say
the way you say tater crowns, I think about the heads. This is Joe. Of all the fallen tater royalty that got guillotined during the Spud Rebellion.
That's where Mr. Potato Head's his family's from.
They don't tell you about that part in history, do they, Joe? No. They're hiding that. White man takes away all the history.
Forward.
Apple cider vinegar inside a water bottle. Cut the top half of the bottle, lay it upside down into the bottom with vinegar in a cover.
I'm just going to screenshot that real quick.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Jahara Christie.
Whew,
appreciate that.
Like, seriously, I got an infestation. I have some banana. I have some fruit. What's wrong? How does one keep fruit in the house and not keep the flies? I've never had fruit flies this bad before, though. But they're over there. They're not by the food. Just in case somebody thought I was making gross food. I'm not. They're somehow not even by the food.
Maybe we just eat gross food. There's people that watch that on TV. I mean, we don't, but like, what are you acting like that would lose viewers? Yeah. If this turned into Fear Factor?
Oh, and then I dare you to eat this fly-covered food.
No, they're just hanging out. They're not hurting anybody. They just exist.
Jeff doesn't kill bugs because he's vegan.
That's not why. I don't kill bugs because when I did kill a bug in front of my dad, and I think, how old was I? I was less than 10. That's all. I don't know. I don't have a memory of my childhood in exact ages. Like, some people, like, they remember exactly the year that things happened. That's crazy to me. I don't know if you took a journal when you were a fucking kid and you just wrote down everything that happened when you were. It's like, yeah, it was in 1997, and I'm like, man, I don't know nothing. I'm like, the 2020 is going to be the first year I remember of history. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, no, my dad. I stepped on like a cockroach or something. Yeah. And my dad was like, he told me, a kid, he said, child molesters molest animals before they molest people. So he told me. I was like, all right, well.
So if he kills,
and he's like, and before they molest kids, before they molest animals, they kill animals, and they get addicted to fucking with them. Like, that was what he was trying to tell me. So I was like, all right, well, I ain't killing. Fuck that. I mean, if a bee is stinging me, you're gonna react. You're gonna hit it. People act like if it's a mosquito, you kill a mosquito.
Oh God! All right. Oh God! Joe died.
Yeah.
Joe died.
True story.
Okay, apple cider vinegar. Thank you for showing.
True story, Kid Blur.
That a white guy can be a decent human. Oh, being and equal in mind to any black man with true knowledge. Well, there you go, Jeff. You're the only good white man there. I firmly believe. I'm just kidding. He's good though.
I try. That's the goal. Just for us to keep trying.
You're good.
If people are watching, so I can do it, so I can say, my patrons, my new patrons that I would just want to shout out. Thank you to Sarah, and Joy Edwin, and Jerome, MF, Alexis McKay, Wilbert, Sherry. If I do this on a more regular basis, then I don't have to do it all like this. Keena, Keith, Wendy, Brandy, Dean, Dawn, Freddie, and Stacy. Thank you all. Appreciate you all.
I know Dawn's not watching, but besides that.
Yeah, I'm going to put them in the video and stuff, but I said I'd shout them out on live streams, so I have to do that. He's like one of the 3 in the world.
Yay! There's you.
Were you saying not evil or outspoken? I was like, I don't know. Is anybody?
I'll say not evil. There's Bernie Sanders. I really like you and Bernie Sanders. And who else does Killer Mike fuck with?
Oh, we're going off. I thought you were just
I
thinking
was
of anybody
going
that
on
wasn't
people
like
I liked,
that nobody.
then
I didn't know if you were saying that you liked or people that the media doesn't. I was like, what, Tom Hanks? Like, what level of white guy are we? I mean, how many people have fuck Tom Hanks stories? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I guess Tom Hanks.
how many? Like, I feel like if I met somebody that was like, you know, I met Tom Hanks and he was a dick, I would be like, huh? So you're a dick? Like that would be my first thought.
All right, oil. I'm using canola oil.
If you want to know which type of oil you should use, you have to ask Esther. Because
He doesn't remember.
She changes it all the time.
I
There's some
don't
oil that you got to put on food, and then there's oil you got to put on pans, and then there's sometimes
Just making that up.
there's different oil you got to put on pots and stuff. Like when you make what right now? What is this?
Canola oil.
All right, so there's a type on a pan. Exactly. There's an oil you got to put on a pan. And sometimes you have to put oil on, like for fries. You always forget to put. She always burns the fries because she forgets to put oil on there.
That's real.
Why
do I keep forgetting right now how many?
Keep up the great
4 minutes per side.
Hey, thanks, Mohammed.
I feel
Appreciate
like we
it.
have to wait.
There's you, Bernie, and LP. Hey, yeah, she just watched the first episode of Trigger Warning.
Oh man,
and
so good.
So good. It's probably my favorite episode of.
Oh well, now I'm sad.
I mean, there's a couple other ones that I really enjoy, but my favorite one is the episode of trying to buy black for 3 days, and that was, and I just thought it was so good to watch because I was like, this is just informative for everybody. Like it would, like it. It really puts into perspective the just the advantages of generational wealth, and to where it's like if people live in communities that typically represent people that look like them, then it's not just helping you; it's helping all your neighbors too. So you know what I mean? Of just like but it was a very eye-opening episode. I loved watching it again. I sound silly right now. What am I talking about? I read some comments too late, and then I don't even know what it's in reference to.
All right.
TW Trigger.
Oh shit!
I'm not good at the abbreviated letters. But when people abbreviate stuff, I'm like, TW is so good. What are we talking about? And it's like, oh, trigger warning. We just said that. What's up, Jonathan?
We have 2 kinds of pickles. Do you want the Trader Joe's ones, or do you want the Polish ones? Do you guys know Polish pickles are different than just what you do?
I mean,
they taste zestier.
Well, maybe. I don't know if all.
I think that's what that means. I googled it.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You said it with such confidence. I didn't know you got Google involved.
It was when I was at the store.
I was like, I know these tasted different, but I don't know if it was a brand thing. Yeah, those taste fantastic.
All right, I'm going Polish then. Here.
Yeah, I can't decide. Maybe I'll go regular.
I'm waiting for that 10 minutes to.
You sounded silly talking about oils. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but so you knew? So everybody knew. There's different types of oil. I think it's the same thing. I think it goes in the line of products that they just want you to buy different ones, so they pretend that they do different stuff.
Well, allegedly, because I told you this before, but then, I don't know. Allegedly, the burning point. It's how hot you can get an oil before it starts smoking and burning, because when it starts
avocado
smoking,
oil has
it's going to then become carcinogen. I don't know what the word is for that, but it'll be a carcinogen. Yes, and then
I just changed the sentence to whatever I know how to pronounce. So I don't even do what you did. You were trying to think of carcinogenic or whatever, and I was like, well, I know how to say carcinogen. So let me just redo this whole sentence to make it end with carcinogen instead.
And then it becomes a carcinogen.
Yeah.
I do not do that sometimes.
Yeah, like my whole childhood was me like, all right, now I could learn this thing, but I'm really good at getting by without having to learn. It's like when me and Ron were just like, we were English. I mastered the English language in the 7th grade. Like, he's like, there's nothing more after the 7th grade that was a requirement for me to. And it's like, and we get paid to talk for a living. And we're done. We're done at the 7th grade. School is crazy. It's like I respect teachers, but I don't. The whole schooling system of the way we learn is
I mean, it
terrible.
is true that you guys both just talk for a living and you get paid off of your 7th grade vocabulary. But
Yeah.
the president's getting paid off of 3rd grade vocabulary.
Okay,
So-
well, now I'm kind of offended that you think we're that close in grades. That you
Well,
think.
then just like, because we've had a discussion of you saying, like, why do you need to know other words? Like, why ever have a larger vocabulary?
Well, yeah, I do think that there is at least something to be said about some other words that they're like, oh, that's only 4 letters? Well, poor people without an education could learn that, and we got to separate ourselves from poor people. So let's make a word that means the exact same thing and add 20 more fucking letters to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like anytime someone's like, what does that mean? And it's some weird long ass word, and they're like, it means bad. And I'm like, well, then fuck you. Well, then fuck you. What's wrong with bad? There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I see where you're coming from, but
It's just.
But all right, I got to go back and I'm looking back at the comments. That's what I'm doing. Ah! Sorry.
Whoever be like, fuck Tom Hanks. Exactly.
This is true.
Are we still making food?
Not don't believe the holidays for Tom Hanks. Yes, we're still making food. I'm reading comments because I'm keeping up.
Is this drawer ever closed?
That thing, yeah, it's hard to close. Okay. You sounded silly talking about different kind of oil. You already did that. Do the pickles have garlic? Oh,
Ah!
God, you scared me.
Oh man, yesterday I farted and she reacted as if somebody was robbing us. She
It was
reacted.
It just
I
was
farted.
really quiet.
It was quiet because we weren't talking. I wasn't,
It was really quiet.
and,
it just farted
is there an alarm
really
going
loud. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I heard it. What did you miss? All right. Well, how do we give a synopsis for this? We're making food.
I'm answering this question though. These pickles do have garlic because I guess Polish dill has garlic, and
I was gonna give a synopsis to
it has some kind of. It's got mustard,
summary.
seed, and
I love when they put vegan on things. It's like, yeah, it's a
of
pickle.
course it's vegan. But
It's a fucking
for
pickle.
some reason, it says spices contains mustard, but it doesn't say what makes it kind of spicy. But it's not spicy like McClure's spicy, but it's still spicy. Okay.
So, While you're talking, I'm going to try to give I'm trying to give a synopsis. Let's see. We made coffee. We do our theme song.
Yep,
Hungry
I
as a
did.
horse.
I did it
Theme
alone.
music.
I did an
Theme
opera
music
remix.
for Hungry as a Horse. All right, we did the theme song. We're making food. We're making some tots. There's some tots right there. It's so much more fun to say tots than tater tots, or you could say taters. But I don't think anybody should say tater tots. That's just.
You could say it if you were at school and you're a lunch lady.
And you're a lunch lady, I guess. But not the cool lunch lady. There's no way the cool lunch lady is going to call them tater tots.
You had the cool lunch lady.
Oh, yeah. People would make jokes at school, and everybody made jokes and said that I was fucking the lunch lady. And I was like, I'm not fucking the lunch lady. I'm just nice to adults that are in the position of giving me free food.
Maybe that's
You
why
fucking
you.
dummy.
Maybe that's why you like me, because you were already like, well, I already had a crush on a woman.
No, I didn't have a crush on her. No, I was nice to her. Other people would be rude to her. And I was already on free lunch to begin with. So I think that so I got like double free lunch. I would be like, hey, how was your weekend? I would remember things about her like human beings are supposed to do when they interact with other people. And nobody else talked to the lunch lady like she was a real person. And she would, like if we had chicken fajitas, like we would pick what I want. Be like, oh, I'll get
the tots, by the way.
I'll get the chicken fajitas. And then the lunch lady would be like, how many do you want? And I'm like, I mean, I think it's just one, right? How many are we supposed to get? And she's like, that's not what I said. How many do you want? And I was like,
and then she said, wink, wink.
and then I was like, how many can you put on the plate? She was like, let's find out. And that's just how I ate lunch. And people would be like, are you feeding the whole table? Because I would come back and there would be like 4 or 5. I was feeding other kids.
I'm lemon peppering the tots
I am.
Not a super.
Jeff is food motivated for sure. That's very true.
You're a dog.
Good manners do go a long way. Oh yeah. So yeah, we're making
Everyday seasoning is going on the Tots.
We're making some burgers.
Now we can do burgers.
I was in the middle of giving a synopsis of what happened, but I messed up. And people that knew she was my mom would be nice to me because she would give extra lunch to some kids.
Oh, your mom was a lunch lady?
Your mom's a lunch lady? Yeah. Yeah, be nice to your lunch ladies.
I think our lunch ladies were mean to us, but I think probably because everyone mean to them.
Yeah. You got all these kids. And then there was always the people. There were some people that there were the lunch people that there were other lunch ladies who would get like mad at and judgmental towards who was deserving to be on free lunch.
Oh God!
And those
they're judging you by your clothes.
Yeah, we're like I was like the poor kid that looked like that matches. That matches.
Because you're wearing Justin's clothes.
Those were my older brother's clothes, and he wasn't the appropriate size for it to be hand me down until years far later. So I would be wearing chapeau. Yeah.
You didn't buy clothes before I met you.
Yeah,
you told me.
Yeah, that's true.
You only got free clothes.
Yeah, I mean, you meet people. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like clothes to me was like what's something that you have but you've never bought?
A koozie?
A what?
A koozie?
Yeah, like a koozie. Nobody goes to the store. Nobody's ever been like, "Where's your koozie section?" They're just free gifts. What? Especially on a cooking show, that was stereotypical white guy of like, "Has this ever happened to you?" Whoa! Yeah. Koozies were close to me. Oh man, this coffee is kicking in. I'm just gonna keep interrupting you. Oh, that's the show. You got to figure out how to cook.
That's always been the show.
Oh yeah, well that's because I don't know how to cook. So,
all right. I'm putting it down. 4 minutes on each. Wait, 4 minutes on each side, right?
Is there something crazy? Is there something you got to do to the burgers that you're gonna be mad later that you didn't do?
I'm gonna season them.
That's how I remind Esther. Is sometimes when she's cooking, in the middle of it. She'll be like, "Oh crap! I should have put oil on it. I should have did this earlier. I can't believe I forgot." Right. And I never remember what the thing is she forgot, but I still try to remind her. So I'll be like, "Is there a thing you're going to be mad about if you forget?" And I think that goes a long way. I think you should just if you're in a relationship,
half a cooking show, half a couples show.
If you're in a relationship of any kind, just randomly say just randomly say. Hey, is there something you'd be mad if you forgot? I think just randomly throughout the day.
Raw. It looks like raw meat. Not that I wanted to. I didn't really fuck with raw meat.
You haven't bought any of those dresses, Joe? Those are some cool dresses.
What's that?
He said, I haven't bought a single of those dresses you've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of cool dresses, we're catching up on Project Runway. Is there already a final?
Yeah, tell us.
Are we like...
we're behind. We're way behind.
Are we like seasons behind?
No.
Sometimes she'll get me in the show. Yeah, so I can... If it's a competition, I feel like I can root for anything in a competition. If the show's made correctly.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, this is a cooking show where you don't see us cooking. You just see us talking. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm using your timer.
All right.
I need a timer.
All right.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
All right.
It's like a search engine.
Okay. I got a timer on a laptop. I got a timer on a Google Home.
You just turn the volume on and you're not going to hear it.
I got all this going
on. And you guys can remind us too. Hey, 4 minutes. Let us know.
I got to go. I'm looking at...
I posted your stand-up on Facebook. Got a lot of likes. Hey, thanks there, Ocean. Ocean Blue, if you're still there. Sorry I missed that comment. I really appreciate you sharing that. I finally quit eating during the day. Wow.
English all right, is man. Only one language. Jeff lets y'all about the what? Oh, let's.
I had free lunch. They would say, "Oh, you again." Oh, wow. That's how they talk to you? Then my lunch lady was a bitch.
Yeah, English is a made-up. Well, he said a made-up trash language, but it is like everything
What's up,
Lillian? Together. You know.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Man, I could ramble about lunch stuff forever. Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I sold? I found a white girl and I sold her my sister that already graduated free lunch code. I tell you guys that story. Yeah, I was the youngest. I had an older brother and two older sisters, and I go and the first day of school, you see what your 4-digit little PIN code is for free lunch, and it's alphabetical. And then I see that it says my older sister's name, and she graduated years ago. So I was like, well, that is still free lunch for somebody. They also had my brother's name, and my brother didn't. He went to it. He wasn't at Southfield High either that year, and so I had three white free lunches basically.
How did you know that they were white though?
Well, I just knew that people.
Oh, because they had your last name. Okay.
And so it had the last name. Because people would mix the last name Horste. They would mix up me and my brother all the time.
Right.
So they would call me Justin. They put Justin Horste in the yearbook one time in middle school, and I got a petition. I got random people. I got a free yearbook. I was like, I shouldn't have to pay for a yearbook that has my name in it wrong. So I should get a free yearbook. And then I got a free yearbook. I petitioned it. I just walked around the school, and I got signatures and shit. I was always hilarious. And then
that's so good.
And then there was
you didn't even really care though.
No, I didn't at all. I didn't care at all. It was just fun to do. And then there was a practice ceremony because you had to practice how to graduate.
Oh,
That's
I forgot about that.
the dumbest thing in the world. And especially in especially in middle school, I'm like, dude, this is not even important in life. So whatever.
Middle school
And then so I was I left. We had to practice graduating, and
so was it, if I got everything free that had my name fucked up on it?
yeah. But to me, the argument I used was you used my brother's name, so it's like I could act like I was angry that
you were hurt.
I'm my own person. Like I didn't care, and
oh god, that's
so
good.
So I left our stuff. Another class went into our classroom. And our stuff was still there because we were practice graduating. And my yearbook was on the table, and somebody just stole the free yearbook that I just petitioned to get. So I went back in, and I told them that happened, and then they gave me another free yearbook. And that's the story. Oh, why did I go on that Family Guy tangent?
Ooh, wow, that's quite a timer.
Yeah. Why did I go on that Family Guy tangent?
You went on that because your name was wrong in a year.
Yeah, that was the story. But why did I bring that story?
I'm trying to think.
Sorry.
This is, if only we were live all
Chili.
the time to have people tell us why we talk about whatever.
Chili chill.
We talk about. So I'm seasoning. Kind of almost the same thing as on the Tots, other than I added a Penzi mural of flavor.
She went off on your shoes and how you looked. What an asshole.
Garlic. I put a little garlic. I don't like a lot of garlic. If you put a lot of garlic, it starts to taste like an onion. And then I'm not having that.
Not in this house.
These. I found out that
some people to act, to cry. They rub raw onion under their eyes.
I was talking about free lunch. Oh,
Made me sad.
yes, Joe. So sometimes, just because I was a growing boy and I was hungry.
Oh,
Yeah, I would go into one line because people already was calling me Justin. Anyways, 4 minutes on 4 minutes on each side.
those of you that
For those of you that are doing this at home, if you want to pretend like this isn't us, just thinking of stories while cooking. And so I
this is like playing pretend.
could have got way more money. I think I got like $60 or something for a year of free lunch. But so I would get 2 free lunches a day because I would go in one line as Jeff Horste and go in another line as Justin.
Jesus.
And because there are 2 different
This was all
sides.
because you ran track and you could just eat everything.
Yeah, and also the
Because you
option of the free food was available was really half of it too. And then there was other kids that I was like, well, somebody else will eat it, and or I could save some of the
did
stuff.
you take like carry out boxes?
Sometimes
like,
I would take carry out. Sometimes I would take. If the lunch lady was there, she would give me like they had like carry out things that they didn't really have out, but she would give them to me. And
never thought about taking
and then
lunch. School.
so
lunch.
then there was a freshman or they're just I don't remember her name. Some random white girl that I saw, and I was like, "Hey, you want to be my sister?" And had that conversation with her, and I explained that, hey, if you give me some money, people are going to believe you're my sister because you're what? And that's what it's going to be. No, I didn't date her. And for 6, she gave me $60, and I gave her my sister that graduated, it's free lunch. And how you're, yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. Bottom lines. I don't know if this is California or what, but every time I buy a bag of fucking buns, they go stale in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, buns don't live long in here. We don't know.
That didn't happen to me in Michigan. This is one of the only big differences between.
It's something my nephew would do.
Alright. Move, please. So, what? Tots. Season.
Yeah. You guys see
Tots. And so far,
should we go live tonight?
this is how it looks while it's cooking.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
It looks like they almost tried to like fake the blood, or else the maybe the
Beef juice.
yeah,
They say sometimes.
but like the seasoning might just be going
Mm.
oil. But it's weird, like I don't need it to be that. I don't need. They're gonna start putting bones and shit in this thing. I didn't need that.
This is gonna be made with human.
So,
With an animal.
go.
I don't know. I gotta get out of your way. I feel like I'm always in your way.
We have a
we might. We haven't decided yet, so maybe we could decide on camera and put pressure into the decision. But we might go live and just hang out tonight. Was that an idea? And just talk to whoever. If anybody wants to join, and we can have conversations
Yeah.
about life or 4th of July or whatever discussions
Are
you
people
guys.
outside today?
I don't know if people are outside, but we were thinking of doing it around 7/10. So 7 o'clock Pacific and 10 o'clock Eastern, I think was our idea. Going live now. I don't know if that would work in this dynamic of Facebook and then Patreon and Instagram all in time. I don't know, confusing. Not Patreon. Planet Ant.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't work like that.
Yeah, the people wouldn't see who I'm talking to. So,
Because then you can't.
but tonight, hey, let's talk.
I was thinking your Instagram, but I'm good with
Because
whatever.
then I'm like, if I did it on my Facebook, we want people.
And I think it's better.
Whoa!
Jeez, I don't like the timer.
Yeah, I want to change it too. Okay.
This timer is too wild. Let's
It
see.
scares me every time.
I'm catching up on my comments.
Mhm.
Talk amongst yourselves.
What does the 4th mean to you and Esther?
I haven't bought a
Since
game collector.
I'll remember that. I'll screenshot it. How about that?
Oops. And how your family mixed up names in school.
Forever the Great.
You should be able to get fed
Why
and
would?
not have run some ridiculous hustle. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, like there were some people that they were like, well, I mean, my family should be on free lunch, but we didn't qualify because some technicality of who we, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, with their family, be like, hey, can you fill out this paperwork so I can eat free food?
We had a school lunch meal that was, they cut the top off of a small bag of Fritos and they poured chili in it. And that was called Chuck Wagon.
Wow. That's
All right.
weird.
All right.
Where are we at? I lost my
That's
train of
your
thought.
plate?
This is my plate. We got food ready?
So we haven't gone outside yet. I was wondering if people are going outside today. Are people going outside? Is that how the world is right now? Oh, now where I'm like, I've been inside for a long time. I guess I better go outside and walk around the block.
And I have a ball now. I have a ball that I'm a 90-year-old man, and I have like carpal tunnel. What do I have? Carpal tunnel?
Yep.
Arthritis?
Yep.
Who knows?
All right.
And I have all of that. So it confuses. I'm sure I look weird, but like, just start stretching my hands in the middle of conversation. Imagine that. Imagine that we're having a conversation, and I'm like, just talking to you, and I'm just doing this all day, and that's what I have to do.
And also he's
All
got
day.
his ball, and then his
I'll
ball
squeeze
rolls
my
away
ball.
with dog.
I don't say it like that.
You do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good ball. You too? What, you have a ball, or you stretch? You have to stretch your hands.
I didn't know if people are outside. I didn't know if people are cooking. Are you celebrating 4th of July out and we're done?
Like what, America? Like, are we done with 4th of July?
Are we done with America?
Like, we're gonna
I
rename?
mean, at
Yes.
this point, people are saying it might be a failed experiment.
Sure, but
So-
then you got to name it something. What, are we going to use this
Then we're
land
not
for
going to
something else?
celebrate 4th of July.
Or we're just not going to celebrate it?
I see what you mean. So then we got to call it something. So we got to wait until some.
Let me get my joke out. The country formerly known as America, like the artist, like Prince. That was the joke I was going for.
All right. So this is what it looks like.
Yeah, the country formerly known as America. There you go. See, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's great.
And then, so
If I did, I would have melted it.
yeah, I could put it on there if you want.
Do I want to try that? I know you. But I'm saying for me, let me make my decision out loud. I have to think. It takes away from the flavor.
Yeah.
Sometimes cheese on meat. Yeah, so the flavor of meat. It's still a meat
So
flavor.
far, is the way to eat outside. You don't have a yard or a porch.
Don't want to spice it. We got
That
two
is-
full things of mustard.
The thing about 4th of July is that I do feel like I need to go outside.
Huh.
So because I make fake Whoppers, that's
Uh-huh.
my default hamburger, I gotta use mayonnaise. And
So this is
I'm just looking for sponsorship. I want free stuff. And it's soy free. So it's made from, but it's really good. And I will say that, or not be as strict as I was. But maybe that makes me crazy.
Well, like people act like ketchup. The flavor.
And then they put up.
Look, I'm not even saying I'm gonna put ketchup on this. Ketchup on stuff, okay? You shouldn't be. I want to put some spices
I
on.
put
On
spices
the burger.
in it.
Your thing. I want to do my thing.
All right, I put it on wallow.
Spices to the mayo.
That's what he does.
I like Horste original.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh yeah, I got. So lettuce keeps falling in the sink.
Avocado.
Avocado.
Go on.
Avocado. Lettuce. We're doing
You know the
other stuff.
relax. That's not a
Anything.
potato. What the like that was
Go with
the spices.
dipping it. I am Himalayan salt.
Would you guys dip your tots in anything? Yeah, there you go. Right, Frank? Eating pig.
Let that happen.
Flavor. Just doesn't want it to me. Now you need it.
Colonial salt. Well, there. Just I don't. Jokes. Oh,
What to have? You need.
I used to dip my
Oh,
stuff.
so I want to add hot sauce.
Burger. I was
Like you ketchup a lot.
so.
It's basically.
Wait, no. Himalayan life makes the awesome. No, that's what.
Is this just a?
What you're talking about?
I want dipping up. We're done. Get in it. I ain't waiting.
Oh, after all that, you're not waiting?
No, man. Let's get going.
Oh no, God, why did it get wet there? That's really weird.
You ready?
You got a tink. Tink. Oh man, it's good.
Yeah.
Might be first place
Hmm.
for the price. I'm trying to remember which one, because that's the thing too, is the prices.
If for the price. But now you're not saying it's the best one. You're saying it's the best value.
No, but I mean, I think it's the best one though. Because Awesome Burger
Tastes are
is
great, but
Awesome
it's hard for me to
Burger
let go of the
6.
Awesome Burger without having it.
Yeah, now I gotta remember who makes that damn thing. Oh, I don't have a way
That was great.
to figure it out.
Plankton is coming for the formula. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Sweet Earth. That's who makes
Ah.
Awesome Burger. So,
Next, I wanted to make a joke magazine called Tots Magazine, where we went to different diners and tried their tots with the Jesus selection for loaded tots reviews. It's a great.
these tots are better than the last time I had tots at a restaurant.
Mm.
Because we had them somewhere recently where it was like, oh, tater tots on the side. I think you and I like shared them or
To
something.
me, they taste great,
were
and they
dry.
might taste. Oh, I don't
The
remember.
ones we had wherever we
Ah.
went, they were dry and they barely had flavor. And I
Mm.
kept salting them, and they wouldn't like keep the salt because they weren't greasy.
Oh, there's
enough.
only a minute. There's only a minute left on my Instagram. So
Well,
should we be
we're
done on
done.
Instagram, and then
We're
if we
done
talk
anyway.
for more than that? So whenever my Instagram ends, I want you guys to know that thanks for watching. But what time are we going to be? 7 o'clock / 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're going live. We're gonna have our cocktail hour. We're
Just
gonna
hang out.
hang out, drink,
Hopefully
and
someone
talk
will
to you
hang out
guys.
with
And
us.
if you guys wanna,
If no one will hang out with us,
we'll
then we just won't
go live with you guys. If you guys wanna, we'll check in with you guys. You check in with us. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. And
Yeah, these are really good.
support the Planet Ant Network.
Merge.
See, we would have to have her do a review, but only because she doesn't dip.
Emerge. All is